So, hey everybody, I'm hoping my bit rate is okay. I can increase it actually now that I think about it. Where do I have it set at? It's set at 1,000. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're gonna leave it right there. Um, so for those of you who are just getting here, this is an interview I just did with Ron Placone. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn off my microphone, and you'll be able to get direct sound from it. You should be able to get fantastic sound with no echo. And I'll give you a live chat across it, so you guys will be able to chat on screen while it's going on, okay? So you'll be able to see your chat, and it will be your live chat over this. Now, he, of course, won't see your chat, but you'll be able to chat with each other, all right? Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Enjoy, guys. Configuration. It's so exciting. All these technical.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, it says we're four. I'm gonna do my Ron Placone impersonation here. Okay, you know I'm the kind of guy who likes to make sure that things are going right. At the beginning of my show, I want to get some feedback. I want to see that we're live on YouTube. I'm trying to do my best John Wayne because the man's got some swagger. I don't know how you pull it off, bro. But it's like, yeah, it's like, partner, we got it going on. I got it. I don't know where you get that from. You're gonna have to tell me. But anyway, I hope we are live on Facebook, everybody. Welcome to Nays Garden. I have got the one and only, once again, Ron Placone, stand-up comic and internet extraordinaire. The guy is everywhere. I can't keep up with him. And I like making him laugh, and he makes me laugh constantly. And I promise you, he's going to make you laugh too. You got to check him out on his show, Get Your News On with Ron on YouTube. He's at Twitter at Ron Placone, and his website is ronplacone.com. Ron, is there any other promotional stuff you would like to add? Like maybe, if you want to mention the cartoon or anything that you've got going on.
Sure, yeah. You can find, everything's at my website, ronplacone.com. That's all things Ron Placone, where you can find my YouTube show, Get Your News On with Ron, my webcomic, Lucy and Ron, which is about myself and my cat Lucy, who's taking a nap on her cat tree over there. And yeah, I normally would say, and I hope to see you on the road, but right now that is not happening. But once it's safe to get back out there, we'll be back out there. And of course, one day I will post tour dates again. So
fantastic. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just take a moment to try to pull up the chat from Facebook, so we'll be able to get a little bit of feedback from people. It's a little weird, guys, just so you know. I was not able to stream normally, so we're going straight to Facebook today to only one channel. But it seems to be working fine. Let me know if there's any technical issues in the chat. As of right now, I am not seeing it, but it says we're live. So just let me make sure we are live. Make sure we're live on Facebook before we have some problems here. Facebook. There we are. Interview. There it is. Okay, we are live. Fantastic. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure. I like to see the evidence that we're live.
no, that is what I do. And yeah, I am one of those. I gotta wait until I see it because, YouTube in particular, I actually don't go on Facebook anymore. I've narrowed it down. I just do Periscope and but YouTube is always just doing something that gives us all headaches, whether it's turning it up to 11 with mid-roll ads without telling anybody, which they did that recently. or they'll just randomly take your stream off public and you have to notice it and fix it, or they'll just randomly disable your chat. Just all these things that makes the creator's life a little more of a headache. So I'm always just like, always adding something to my morning checklist of make sure all of this is happening, because it might just randomly not happen someday for no reason.
And the really frustrating thing about that for people like Ron and myself, other people who do this, is when we discuss the issues, the technical issues that we're having, and we're trying to get our audiences to feel our pain and our suffering and the amount of time and hurt that we have to deal with to make these shows work. We can't. It's impossible. And we understand that you just don't care. We know. But let me tell you, Ron, as a fellow podcaster, I do care and I feel your pain. And I'm just going to take a moment. I'm just going to pontificate here for a second. I'm going to let everybody know what just happened to me, get this show going. I was all ready last night. I was so excited. We had it all going. I had everything working perfectly. And my computer had an issue and I had to reboot it. When I rebooted the computer, Windows 10 forced an update. When it did the update, all of my software stopped working. I've had to, for the last 2 hours, struggle just to get cameras up and things going again, and it's not the way it's supposed to be, and I couldn't get Restream back. And I know none of you care about it, but I just wanted to tell you anyway, because this is our life, man. This is what we're dealing with.
I think we can all relate a little bit, even non-podcasters. I had, I'm a Mac guy. We talked about this off mic. I'm a Mac guy, so I can't relate to Windows 10, but I certainly can relate to those updates. And I had to do a big update recently, and I found out that a lot of my podcast software stopped working, which that was a big thing. And then the other big thing for me was my Final Draft just stopped working. Like I couldn't open Final. So all my scripts that were saved in Final Draft, I'm like, oh, are they all just gone? Some of them I exported to PDF, so they were fine. But some of them I hadn't, so I'm just still working on them or whatever. And I was just like, oh, wow, did I just lose 4 or 5 scripts worth of stuff?
Don't these Ron? I just had to... Don't these updates feel like another loss of control? I mean, they do to me. I feel like it's just one more part of our lives that corporations have decided to just take away from us.
Yeah, it's just, I think I don't know if it's so much a loss of control as it's just it ends up just being a money grab on their part. Just going on the Final Draft portion, I had to update my Final Draft and, I had to drop $80 to do so. And I had to and eventually you just have to get a new machine. You keep updating your phone. Eventually you just have to get a new one. You keep updating your Mac. Eventually you just have to get a new one.
Right.
I think they know that they've made products that are really built to last and will stand the test of time. So they're like, well, but if you have to update it all the time and your stuff's out of date, well, eventually you'll have to replace it. So I think it's just more of a money grab on their part.
I think the day that the person invented the word planned obsolescence, that day, they're like, what? There's got to be a name for this. What should we call it when corporations decide to make jeans wear out within a year of buying them? Let's call that planned obsolescence. Yeah, that's a great idea. As soon as they came up with that word, they should have been like, wait a minute. But they didn't.
We found a real fancy way to say being assholes.
Wow. That does sum it up. That sums it up really well. And everybody's in on it now. Everything is obsolete. Even our government. It's just crumbling right before our eyes.
Big time.
Oh my goodness. So I have got some prepared questions here for you. I'm just gonna get right into it. While I take a hit off my bong, which I'm so glad that, and I got to tell you, I like being the guy that does this on my show, and I like that you guys are okay with it. I like that you guys are like, yeah, go ahead, man, or we're cool with it.
Yeah, man.
So while I hit this, I'm going to ask you, why do you personally use cannabis, and in what ways? Cheers.
Okay, sure. That's Well, let's see. I guess the first time I tried cannabis was in the 8th grade. And at first, I didn't like it. I thought it made me feel really lazy because I didn't want to get off the couch, and I didn't like that feeling. I took more to drinking when I was younger. Like I enjoyed, the first time I got drunk was like shortly before. Like I think it was like seventh grade. Or wait, was I younger than that? We'll go with seventh grade because it's not really all that important. But like seventh grade, I got drunk for the first time.
But it's a good thing alcohol
And
wasn't a gateway drug, right?
right, no
Yeah,
kidding.
right.
And in eighth grade, I got high for the first time, and I really liked getting drunk, but I didn't like getting stoned as much. Now I'm the opposite. I like getting stoned a lot better. But when I was a kid, I didn't connect with it as much, and then I kind of just put it off to the side because I just thought I didn't care for it all that much. And then in college, I started smoking a little more, and I started enjoying it. Like at first I didn't enjoy it, and then when I tried it again in college, I enjoyed it. And it just helped me relax, and it helped me. It made me more conversational, so I liked it for that. And so I started using it for that, and I noticed it helped with headaches too. And that pretty much catapulted me into adulthood. And now I don't really use it to focus because I don't feel like I need it to focus. I mean, if I want to use some just to like chill or relax or get a buzz on, I'll use the sativa so I can maintain my focus if I feel like I need to, or if it's like later at night and I just kind of want to veg out and I'm getting ready for bed, like I'll use an indica or something like that, or
not even. I didn't want to go to that yet, but yeah, you want to drive there? I'm with you. I'm in the passenger seat, brother. Keep going. I'm respecting it.
No, I mean,
I'm respecting it.
You know, and I'm not trying to put it on some pedestal. It's a plant that I.
Hey, how long was the sound off for, guys? How long? I know I've paused it. How long was the sound off for? Was the sound off for a while? All right. You guys are all just leaving now. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll try this another time. Maybe we'll try this another time, guys. Right. I know, Tisha. Well, why won't you tell me? How long was the sound off for? Why don't you answer the question? Oh my God. Yeah. So James says yeah. I'm just trying to find out how long the sound was off for, guys. Was the sound off when you got here? No, you're not the only one, Tisha. You're the only one who's answering me, though. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to start the whole thing all over again from the beginning. Because nobody wants to answer me. Alright. I turned off the video because nobody wants to tell me how long the sound was off for. I keep asking, how long was the sound off for? How long was the sound off for? Nobody wants to answer me. I'm right here, man. You can't see me? I'll ask one more time. How long was the sound off for so I know how long to rewind the video for? I'm going to have to start the whole thing all over again from the beginning because you guys won't tell me how long the sound was off for. Not a... All right. We'll start do it over again. Okay, Tanner says 5 minutes. Jazz says 1 minute. I'm just going to have to start the whole fucking thing all over again, man. Bye. Bye, guys. Well, I'll do it later. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it later. There's no one here anyway. So I'll do it later, okay? I'll do it later.